I'm 85 years old. I've been a cancer patient for 19 years. So I'm familiar with a lot of problems in the world. I recently lost my wife about a year ago. So I'm alone, but I'm not lonely because I have a lot of friends like Laura Long. Okay. So she asked me if I would do the interview, and I said I would. And the first thing I introduced her to was the fact that about 4 months ago, I was a very avid fan of people in Africa, and I always felt pity for them. And then I learned the word compassion in a very limited sense, which means that you're no better or no worse than I am. And so I've changed my opinion of people in Africa who are always fighting, killing each other, that I want to show you compassion. And so I do that. And I do that in my relationships with people on an everyday basis too. I told Laura that means you're no better or worse than I am, even though she's holding the camera. And then it turns out that she's my grandson's piano teacher, and we're both, so then we have a mutual attraction there. So did I cover compassion okay? And the other thing I do right now, in my later years, since I've been a cancer patient for so long, with 3 different cancers, and 1 incurable, I reach out to people who just heard that they had cancer for the first time, or they're involved with chemotherapy for the first time, and I can relate to them, and I can tell them right away because they get in there and they pull the blanket up to their chin, they don't want to talk to anybody, they just want to get out of there. And it takes a while for the shock of you have cancer to sink in, and then it takes time for you to understand all the things that are involved in chemotherapy or radiation or whatever treatment you're getting. And I've had them all. And so that's my new career now. And I forgot what the last thing I was going to talk to her about. Was it Terry?
What you do at the end of the day.
Oh, what I do at the end of the day. Oh, yes, that was very important. Like I said at the beginning, my wife died about a year ago, a little over a year. And so I was lost for a while. But now, when I go to bed at night, and I sleep well at night, but what I did was sit down and say, okay, I'm only going to think of the good things that happened today. The bad things, I throw them on the side of the bed. I'm not going to talk about you. I'm only going to talk about the good things that happened today. And so I do that. And sometimes I have to write them down because there were a lot of them. And simple things like, I put the coffee pot on time, and things like that. Those are good things. And so I find that if I think of the good things, and only the good things, and I don't have to think very long because there are many good things that happen in the daytime. Even if I say hello to 12 people and 2 of them respond, I mean, that's a good thing. Because 10 people won't respond at all. They won't even say hello. And they're afraid, I guess. So that's what I do. And then after I get all the good things, I lay down. 5 minutes later, I'm asleep. And so I really enjoy it. I think that's the end of the interview.